Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and I watched Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah. Um yeah. We had a villain in this movie that I just couldn't think of who she was, but that's also because I don't know a lot of Wonder Woman's villains or just a lot of DC female characters just in general. I know some, but not a lot. I know mostly male characters. Um, but when I looked her name and I saw for, oh yeah, of course her. Then I start to remember for yeah. But her normal human name, I don't know. Her villain name I know, but I don't know her human name. So when I heard Barbara Minerva, and I thought Minerva. But I only could think of Batman villains, like Poison Ivy or Catwoman, and I knew it wasn't her. That wasn't her. So, but I couldn't think of her. But when she changed into that character, I thought, oh yeah, now I can see it. But I will talk about that later. So let's just first start with the move, shall we? We hear Wonder Woman, narrate, and we see a girl run through the grass, which is probably her when she was young. We get a side shot, with her still running through grass, but this time, there are trees around. Not a lot of trees, but some. She passes by, and we see now a kind of a waterfall, going down rocks instead of going legit falling. Um, and then the camera goes a bit up, and we see her very small, running by. Then we see her, running slightly up a hill with trees around. Lots of running. We see her a lot of running. But yeah, if you want to know, subscribe and next, watch the movie yourself. Barbara was apparently Cheetah. And when I saw her for, yeah, Cheetah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't thought of Cheetah. Couldn't think of it. But then a bit later, last half hour, she was in her Cheetah form, and then I thought, oh yeah, now I can see it. But still, I won't think of the name. Steve was also back, but he was in another guy's body because she made a wish through kind of a stone. But that stone is like a monkey's paw because there's a catch to it. It takes the most precious thing from you. So in her case, it was her powers. She wasn't fully Wonder Woman anymore. But then she took Steve to the Museum of Flight, maybe, or Space, which was very nice to do because that's a great idea, a fantastic idea because he's a pilot, and he is. I think it was from the First World War, so or was the second one? Either one, one or the other. So it's nice to take him, to a place, where for modern flight, the modern flight system that probably finds it very interesting, to see how his career has developed further, over time, probably a lot of people from back in the day probably would have been interested, to see it. Maybe for the guys that invent cars, they see the cars of today. Yeah, they probably would find it very interesting. Of people that like pilots and all. It's just interesting. I have to say, from when we're an hour and 48 minutes into the movie, I was kind of okay. Now as the movie is kind of declining, just not bad, but slightly declining. And what I'm also not getting is, if Wonder Woman can fly, by herself, why is she also famous for her invisible jet? Because if she can fly, why does she have an invisible jet? You know, I don't get that. And yes, in this movie, Steve was flying the plane, and she turned invisible with her powers. But just in the lore of Wonder Woman, she has an invisible jet. I don't know if she can also, she can fly the plane, but fly on her own, just like Superman can fly. But as in this movie, she could fly. So let's say she can also fly on her own. Why does she have an invisible jet then? I don't know. Maybe for Aquaman, because he can't always go to the places where there is no water. He can only go so far. But then still, why would she have one? Why doesn't he have something to fly with then? So that's the only thing that I'm questioning. From if she can fly, why does she have an invisible plane? Or stuff like that. Overall, it was a decent movie. It was not bad. I think I will give this movie a 3.75. Go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend good. Just a good movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, where the food things every week from 10 to months. Also, komen for Underdog Reacts, with the primarily music link down below in the description. And see you guys next time. Bye.